Imagine waking up to a world where the land and water have switched places overnight. The cities we once called home, New York, Tokyo, Paris, are now buried under endless waves. Meanwhile, what used to be the deep ocean is now a dry, desolate wasteland. But this is not just a simple swap. It's a disaster on an unimaginable scale. Tsunamis crash through major cities, drowning entire populations. People stranded at sea suddenly plummet into dry ocean beds, while marine life suffocates in an instant. Ecosystems collapse. And humanity? Well, we might just be on the brink of extinction. This is What If? And today, we're exploring what would happen if land and water switched places. One of the most immediate consequences of this disaster would be extreme climate shifts. With oceans now covering only 21% of the Earth's surface instead of 79%. The planet's entire weather system would be thrown into chaos. Ocean currents, which regulate global temperatures, would grind to a halt, leading to unpredictable weather and extreme conditions. But what if we knew this was going to happen ahead of time? Would there be anything we could do to stop it? Right now, we're already facing the early warning signs of environmental disaster. Climate change is causing sea levels to rise at an alarming rate, threatening cities like London and Bangkok. If we can't even address this, how would we prepare for a catastrophe like the one in our scenario? Survival becomes an immediate concern. People who live in coastal cities might have a fighting chance. They can swim to what's left of dry land. But for those who lived inland, they're completely surrounded by an endless ocean with no way to escape. Unfortunately, marine life wouldn't be so lucky. Fish would suffocate without water. Whales, sharks, and other ocean giants would go extinct almost instantly. Forest animals would struggle too. Big cats forced into trees, zebras and giraffes drowning in the floodwaters. But some creatures would thrive. Reptiles like crocodiles and turtles, used to both land and water, would adapt easily. Insects would explode in numbers, feasting on decaying carcasses. Mosquito-borne diseases like malaria would spread rapidly, making survival even harder for humans. With power plants submerged, electricity would become a thing of the past. No lights, no internet, even basic plumbing would fail, making life in tall buildings nearly impossible. Civilization as we know it would collapse, but humans are resourceful. With billions of tons of trash now exposed from the ocean floor, survivors could build makeshift shelters. Food would be a challenge. Fresh fruits and vegetables would be nearly impossible to find. Instead, people would rely on preserved fish and whatever new sources of protein they could find, like insects. As centuries pass, Earth would become much hotter. With less water to absorb the sun's energy, temperatures would soar. Carbon dioxide levels would rise unchecked, making breathing harder. Over time, humans might evolve to have larger lungs or more efficient oxygen absorption. And what about the survivors? Well, history has shown that human populations can rebound from near extinction. Those who make it through this catastrophe would be stronger, smarter, and more resilient than ever. They'd build a new civilization on this hot brown earth. And who knows? Maybe one day humanity would rise again, stronger than before. And perhaps even reach an advanced level 7 civilization. But that's a story for another what if.